everyone, I'm Zahra. I'm going to be talking to you about my student experience at Warwick. So my time here, how I found it, and the different challenges and how I overcame them here. I'm going to start by going over being a WP student at Warwick. So that's a widening participation student. Then I'll go over departmental support, the campus facilities, and social life. And then I'll do like a wrap up at the end. But yeah. So to start with, being a WP student at Warwick. So a WP student is a widening participation student. This is somebody that's come from a background with challenges. So it could be a low income background, maybe neither of your parents went to uni, or perhaps there's a low progression rate in the area you come from or the school you come from. And yeah, this does come with its own unique set of challenges. So for me personally, I found imposter syndrome was a big one. I felt as though I wasn't meant to be here, or I hadn't achieved the same achievements as other people to be here, because I was given a contextual set of grades to get in. But one of the main things that helped me overcome this was the WP network available here. So I went to a forum in my first week and I spoke this through and I told them, and they helped me build my confidence throughout the year, and they helped me explore why I am actually here and the real reasons why I'm here. And it did make me feel as though I am meant to be here by the end of it, which was very nice. Another thing I would say is financial problems. So if you've come from a low income background, this links into the part-time work and stuff as well. So I work as a tutor and I work as student ambassador part-time. And I found that balancing these can be a bit difficult alongside the degree, because it is a demanding degree. However, it does give you a different set of skills to everyone else. Your time management and your ability to balance things and your organization becomes much better than everyone else's, because you've had to balance so much. And yeah, it gives you the opportunity to try different things. And then I would say feeling out of place as well. This comes from just putting yourself out there, joining societies, and remembering that you are supposed to be here for a reason. That's what I found being a WP student here. The support available for WP students, there are bursaries, scholarship programs, and there's a big network here. So they put on forums, they put on events, they put on talks specifically for WP students, and there's opportunities for WP students. There's also a society called 93% Club. They are state school based, and it's for people who are coming from state schools, and they allow you to explore the challenges of being a state school student here and then how you can overcome these challenges. There's also mental health and wellbeing services available for everyone here. That's for all students, and I found that when I needed that, when I needed just a boost in knowing I am here for a reason, that was really useful for me personally. And there's a link there for WP network information, so you can scan the QR code if you want to. Next, I'll go over departmental support. So personal tutor to start with. This is your personal point of call. So if you need a reference or you need somebody to talk to about something, it's the first person you go to. Generally, they'll stick with you through your 3 years of uni, and it's always a good resource to have. So you'll meet with them once a term as a minimum, and they'll check in with you, but you can meet with them as often as you like beyond that. Additionally, you have academic skills workshops, so things on academic referencing, things on the math skills you need to pick up. There's opportunities to build on any of your skills, or if you feel like you're falling behind, there's opportunities to catch up on things as well. Another thing I would say, and I'm really passionate about this, is the mentorship program. So I had the opportunity to be mentored as part of our PDM, personal development module. I had an opportunity to be mentored by second year students, and I found that I kept going back to them. So even now, they're still willing to talk to me, they're still willing to go through things with me. So I'm talking to them about my dissertation now and how that's been for them. And they don't stop mentoring you throughout. And because I had such a great experience with this, I also decided to become a mentor for first year students this year, which has been really nice and it's been really rewarding. And I find that students can tell you things about the experience that you might not always be able to hear from staff, because they know what happens behind the scenes as well. So it's very personal, and I feel like it's a really nice way to get to know people. Another thing I would say is departmental events and guest lectures. So you have talks from leading economists, you have careers fairs, you have these things put in front of you, which I find can be really, really rewarding for everybody. And it can be a really good insight into things beyond just your degree scope. So how your degree is applied in the real world, what people do with your degree, what research people go on to, and what you could potentially do. And sometimes it can unlock a new interest in you. I remember going to one on AI and the powers of AI, and I never really considered that being related to an economics degree before going to it, but having gone to it, I thought this might be something I'd like to explore, maybe as part of my dissertation. So it gives you a wider interest. And then mental health and wellbeing support, this is available every day throughout the week, and it's available to anyone. You can drop in, there's drop-in sessions, there's also rock up and play sessions for sports, there's board game sessions, there's a cafe, there's lots of things available to you if you're feeling down or you're feeling under the weather or you just want to talk something through with somebody at uni. There's always somebody available at the economics department. And then research opportunities. So you can work with the faculty on research opportunities, you can work with them on a project you want to set up, so you can either contact a lecturer about this or there's specific schemes that are put in place to allow you to do this. Next, Warwick campus and facilities. I feel like I'm an expert to talk on this now because I've been here for 2 years. So there's a wide range of accommodation available. You can find ensuite accommodation, you can find shared bathroom, shared kitchen, whatever you feel suits you best. There's an accommodation available that will suit that. They are at varied price points, so you can find cheaper ones, more expensive ones. It just depends what you want from an accommodation and where you're comfortable living. And there's a first year guarantee on accommodation, so all first years can get accommodation on campus should they want to, which I would definitely recommend personally because it's so close to everything. My lectures are 5 minutes away, my lectures are very close, my classes are all very close, the gym is very close, the study spaces are very close, it's really convenient. And then you have the opportunity to stay for the 3 years. So I stayed on campus for my first year, and then I've continued to do so into my second and third year now. I've signed up for my third year. I find it really easy just because I like being close by. I like going to the library to study. That's one of my main things, and I feel like I wouldn't get as much studying done otherwise, should I not be that close. And then the campus gym as well, it's like a 5-10 minute walk away from here. So it's all very, very, very easy to access. And then facilities, so you have the learning grid and study spaces, so you don't always have to go to the library. There's like chattier workspaces, collaborative workspaces, there's the economics common room, there's all kinds of spaces available to work. Sports and wellness hub, so they put on events throughout a term. They have swimming pool, they have climbing frames, they have the gym upstairs, so they do have a range of facilities there. Food outlets and cafes, you've probably seen them around campus now, but you have loads of places you can go to eat and drink and just like grab a spot of coffee with anybody. Chaplaincy and faith spaces. So I'm a Muslim student at Warwick. They have a prayer room set up and they have it for different faiths set up available. So they have it for whatever religion you are. And then the chaplaincy is like an open space. They have their own wellbeing department and they have their own facilities available for everybody, and I feel like it's a really nice place to find your community at uni. So I was worried because I come from a very Muslim background, so everybody around me generally was of the same religion, and I was worried I wouldn't find my community here because it's my holy month now and usually it's a communal time. But I did manage to find this, and they put on dinners every night, and it's a really fun way to meet people that are very similar to you. And then campus bus services. This is really good. So we have the bus interchange and you can get to Leamington or Coventry very easily. So if you did want to live off campus, these options are available and the commute in and out is not very difficult. So you can always make that. And I find just being able to go to a different city for a bit, it's a nice break sometimes and it's a nice change of scenery. Social life at Warwick. So beyond studies, you have the economic society. So we have Warwick Women in Econ, Prosper Warwick, Economics Society, Warwick Econ Summit, and I think there's one called Rethink Econ as well. And they all offer different things. They all offer some of the same things. So you have careers panels. I found that really useful. So you get to find out what internships people did, what kind of work experience they've done, and how they got to where they are and their career paths. And these societies are really good at giving you personalized help. They'll check your CV for you. They'll check through what you're doing. They'll help you with applications. And they'll usually connect you with somebody who's done the application you've done. So it's usually really useful. I would also say cultural and faith societies. Again, I'm part of the Islamic Society here. It connects you with people very similar to you. If you're from a different country or a different background or you speak a different language, you can also find people who speak that language. And it will give you a home away from home sometimes, which is really nice. And then casual sports and wellbeing activities. So they have a load of rock up and play activities. They have a load of they do a Warwick Women's Night in the sports hub where you can come as a woman and you can just try all the different sports. You can try out the machines and stuff, and it's like a nicer community sometimes if you're feeling a bit nervous about trying new things. So I feel like that was really useful. Then finally, to wrap up my overall experience. So I would definitely say being a widening participation student at Warwick does come with its unique set of challenges. It is a very academically rigorous course. However, what I like to take away from it is what I can gain and the different skills it equips me with throughout. So I might have to do a bit more work, or I might have to put in a bit more effort to get where other people are. However, the time management it gives me, the resilience it gives me, and then the opportunities it gives me beyond this are really, really useful. I would definitely say just take the opportunities as is, and the department is leading in the UK, so it's very much worth taking use of your lecturers, taking use of the resources put in front of you, the research, stuff like that. You are dealing with the cutting edge stuff, so it is nice. Yeah, I would definitely say approach it with confidence. Remember, you are supposed to be here, and I hope if I do get the opportunity to see you in September, it would be nice. And if you ever want to come talk to me, that would be nice. But yeah, thank you all for listening. I'm going to hand over to Matthew. And I'm open to taking any questions if anybody has any questions for me as well. But thank you all very much.